You're talking about youth. Let me ask you about what Rahul Gandhi said in Parliament, that the government should fund elections. Is India ready for that? Number one. Number two, honestly tell me, do you think that will see the eradication of the use of black money?
Well, state funding of a election has been voiced several times on different fora. As late as, as early as 1998, Mr. Indrajit Gupta Committee also they made this recommendation that partial state funding should be considered, but they said it's not easy, and there are two prerequisites. One, that there should be total inner party democracy, and there should be total transparency of political funding. Only when these two things are achieved, then state funding should be attempted.
No, but what is the CEC's view on government funding?
CEC's view is that state funding is not a good solution, and is not a desirable solution, for the simple reason that it is not the white money that we are after, it is the black money. What will happen that the envelope which has 2,000 rupees will now have, if it start getting 3,000 rupees, then how can you stop?
Good point. Last two questions, Mr. Quraishi. One of your predecessors, James Lingdo, said while he was CEC that he likened politicians to being a cancer in society. We saw a reflection of that sentiment at Jantar Mantar and Ramlila ground and elsewhere in the country. Do you think that cancer has now reached a terminal stage?
I strongly disapprove of a statement like this. We are a democracy. We should be proud of our democracy. We cannot have a situation when we hate politicians and we love democracy. There cannot be any democracy without politicians.
Okay.
And let me also tell you that India has become in a way a superpower thanks to political leadership. We have had wise political leadership. Look at our neighbors. Where are they and where are we? To paint all politicians black is a very dangerous thing and highly avoidable.
Last question. Mr. Anna Hazare has talked about the right to reject and the right to recall. What would you like to tell him through this interview today?
Well, I would rather talk to him in person and not through you, Harinder.
Okay, tell us, answer the question for us.
Okay. We have already, one of the reform proposals is that 49.0, under 49.0, a button, none of the above, should be introduced on EVM. That is already pending with the government, and we have already supported that idea.
Right to recall?
Well, right to recall has never come up before us in the Election Commission in my time or before, as far as I know, on which we have a serious view. But it's a very, very serious constitutional matter, which will require a serious national debate in Parliament, and something which will also go to the Supreme Court.
Do you favor it, yes or no?
I think if in the first place, if we choose good candidates, all these proposals will not be required. In the first place, there should be ethical voting, there should be high turnout, we should choose candidates carefully, and money, power, and criminal should be under check. In the first place, if you throw up good representatives, all these things will not be required.
I'm not sure that utopian idea you just expressed applies to India, but thank you very much for speaking with Headlines today.
Thank you, Arinda.